Hi, I'm Rob Stiff of Magic Makers Incorporated, and thank you for your purchase of the SS Adams item. Let's take a look at how to perform this magical effect so you can become the mystery. Let's take a look at all the details necessary to perform this amazing deck. First, you'll see there's no tuck case seal. It makes it easy to open the first time, and a lot of people actually put a little rip in it when they try to open it. So these are just little things we think about at Magic Makers SS Adams to make your experience as perfect as possible. Going inside, you'll immediately see a gap. Well, actually, half the cards are shorter, half the cards are longer. These are standard length, and these are 1 millimeter shorter. So in order to have this deck magically function, we need to collate these every other card, mix them together evenly. So we'll remove it from the tuck case, or the card box, and we'll take out our instruction card, and you'll see the long cards are all indifferent, just like this. The short cards are all the same, Queen of Clubs. So we'll take our long cards and our short cards, okay, and we'll put them every other card in a pile. Let's take a look. Long card first, short card, long card, short card, long, short, short, and you go all the way. It's a little tedious, but when it's done, your deck is all ready to go to perform your amazing Svengali deck. Here we go, almost, that was 2. Sometimes you gotta make sure you don't pick up 2 and drop down 2. Almost there. It's kind of a messy pile, but it will work. Very typical. And voila, there you go. Now it's a little messy. A little technique we like to do to get them bunched up is to kind of pinch the corners like this. It gets the cards in order, nice and neat. Your deck is just about ready to go. Now, because our force card or our short cards are all the Queen of Clubs, as seen every other card now, you probably don't want to have a card that's a little bit similar on the top. So what I'll do is I'll actually swap this card maybe for this one right here. So now the Queen of Spades, which looks a little bit similar, is one underneath, and you'll see why this is important when we perform the effect. Now that the cards are collated, every other card, long and short, let's take a look at how that functions to make it a Svengali deck. Now before we continue, we must give credit where credit is due. In the early 1900s, a magician and inventor named Burling Hull has been credited with coming up for the idea of the Svengali deck. So thank you, Burling. With that said, let's move forward. Every other card is long and short. So your fingers actually only come in contact on the ends with the long cards. Of course, the long cards are where your fingers touch. That means if I riffle the cards down, they're actually dropping what seems like one card at a time, but actually in pairs. The short card is resting on the back of the long card. Watch as I drop this next card, and you'll see 2 cards, and we'll carefully show you right there. Short card on the back, Queen of Clubs, the force card in this case, and the 5 of Clubs, indifferent card, the long card. Again, they drop in pairs, but they look like one at a time. And we'll catch it, and there it is again. This is the entire secret behind the Svengali deck. So in this position, they look indifferent. In this position, they're the same. Faces up as you drop them. Now, they are dropping 2 at a time, but the face is exposed, the short card, in this case our force card, the Queen of Clubs. And that is the premise behind the handling and function of the Svengali deck. The easiest effect to perform is first show your spectator all the cards are different. In this position, great. Then ask them to call out stop anywhere they like as you drop the cards. Now remember, they're falling in pairs, so it doesn't matter. I say stop here, no problem. Have your spectator take that card, which is going to be a short card, remove it, memorize it, place it back in the deck, drop the cards down. Now here's a subtle move you can do for the climax of this effect. Simply take a card and say, I want you to name your card out loud. and I will magically take my magic wand card, or whatever you want to call it, tap the deck and make it rise to the top. Rise, rise, rise. Well, what you're really doing is you're taking this bottom indifferent card and placing it on top in a subtle way. Rise, rise. Drop it on top. Actually point it, put it on top. Have your spectator take that card after they announce it, and guess what it is? It's the Queen of Clubs. Then say place it back in the deck, right where they got it. Take your card again and say, watch this. I'll make the entire deck turn into your card. Queen of Clubs is exposed now, and this is where you do the magic. Flip it over and show they've all become the Queen of Clubs. Just one great effect of many you can perform with your Magic Makers SS Adams Svengali deck. Again, thank you for choosing Magic Makers. Don't forget to practice, and we'll see you next time.